Welcome to another rendition of Delete Laws. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree, America? We're like we're like a we're like a third world dictator country. That's what we're like here, isn't it? You walk outside and you, you can be arrested for absolutely anything. It doesn't really matter. Do me a favor, everybody, hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Just real fast. I'll just wait 1 second. I got Avery in the room. I got Basil. Good to see everybody today. Citizen Broadcast Cooperative. Oh, Mingo Wingo still dealing with that Pennsylvania pig Scott Price, huh? Nice to see you, Lezo TVO. What is going on, my friend? Kimono Yama. Love you too, brother. What's going on, Basil? Did everybody hit the like button? And then do me a favor. Write down right here in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. We got Chevy and V Boyer in the room. What's going on, Mr. Bones, Northeast Colorado cop block? Mr. Bones, Mingo Wingo. Man, good room today. What is going on? All right. This video right here. This video has so many telling things about it that happen, and we're going to get into it. This video has so many telling things. I'm going to show you so many things here that well, let's get right into this bad chicken. Let me turn this bad chicken up to the volume loud.
So I'm the passenger in the vehicle, and you're asking for my license?
I'm asking for your license, yes.
And I'm the passenger in the vehicle?
Yes.
Because, I'm sorry, why again?
And she said something came up.
Okay.
No, so you said something.
Okay. So can the copper ask the passenger of the vehicle for your driver's license? That's the question. And you guys can answer that. Is the cop allowed to say, hey, give me your driver's license if you are the passenger in a car? That's the $1 million question, right? Are they allowed to ask you? Can they say to you, hey, I want your driver's license?
I'm asking for your license, yes.
And I'm the passenger in the vehicle?
Yes.
Because, I'm sorry, why again?
Okay. She's asking for the passenger's driver's license so that she can find a reason to arrest him. Am I wrong about that? She's trying to find a reason why it's okay she can arrest the passenger. She wants to arrest the passenger. She wants to get the passenger's identification and look him up and say, you got a warrant out of Washington County. You got a warrant out of Jefferson County. Her goal is to arrest somebody today. That's her goal. Like it or not. She gets bonuses and accolades and promotions. They have pizza parties and popcorn parties. And then at the end of the month, they do they no longer call it a quota. Now they're going to do an evaluation. They're going to do a review. They're going to fill out your form to see if you get the promotion. And they're going to say, Tina, Scott Johnson, he got 300 arrests this month. And Tina, you only got 80. And so, it's a performance evaluation. There's no quotas at this department, Tina. But Scott Johnson got 300 arrests, Tina, and you only got 80. So when that jackboot thug pig asks you for a copy of your identification, you should, as the passenger, pull out your non-driver cop card. And right there on the cop card, you see where it says cop demands ID, says that he has reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. So what you're going to do is in the yellow, you say, while you're filming, you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. No ID is required. Hibble versus Nevada that says even with reasonable, articulable suspicion and in a stop and ID state, citizen must state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. That's how valuable this non-driver cop card is to you, because you could show this to the piggy and then you back that up with your camera right in their face. You give them, oh, you want my identification? Hold on. Here, take a look at this, ossifer. And then they read it and you say, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent now. And that's how you do it. But you see how telling it is? Look how offended this person is that this Jack Boot Thug Pig, put in the comment section, JBTP, Jack Boot Thug Pig. Look how offended this person is that this pig asked for ID.
Passenger in the vehicle, and you're asking for my license,
I'm asking for your license, yes.
and I'm the passenger in the vehicle?
Yes.
Because I'm sorry, why again?
Why is she asking for ID? Because she wants to find a reason to arrest him. She has not morphed out of her human form yet. She could morph into her demon form as soon as she runs his ID and says, you know what? You got a warrant. You got a warrant, bro. You got a warrant out of Fuller County. Can you step out of the car and put your hands behind your back? And she goes home every day and thinks she's a good person. Harvey here, she thinks she's a wonderful human being. She thinks she's doing the Lord's work. She literally believes she's good.
And she said something came up.
What'd you say?
No, so you said something came up, you said.
Yes, something came up. I need to check something. Are you refusing?
Yes, I am, because I'm not the driver, so I'm confused.
Oh, did you see the attitude? Watch. She's asking you for ID. You have no lawful reason to give her your identification. And look at the tood this little pigtail has. Look at the tood pigtail has.
Are you refusing?
Are you refusing? Do you see that? If you're uneducated, if you don't know, if your family and friends have not taught you, then when she says, are you refusing? You might get intimidated and say, what do you mean? Am I refusing? Look at the look in this demon's eyes and look at the way she says it.
Something came up, you said.
Yes, something came up. I need to check something.
Something came up. I need to check something. Well, in the next video you're going to see, they're going to say that something came up and he's got a warrant. And what happens to you if you have a warrant?
Are you refusing?
Are you refusing? Do you see that? Something came up. I need to see your ID. Are you refusing to give me your ID? If you didn't watch Delete Laws, you would think to yourself, oh man, I have to do it. I have to give this chick my ID. And no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't, bad chicken. No, you don't. You don't give a pig your ID unless there's probable cause to arrest you. Do you understand? Probable cause is when you have broken the law. And then at that point, you have to give ID so they can arrest you and charge you with crimes. But if you have not broken the law, you do not give that pig your identification. And why is that? Because your ID may come back, oh, you're Jose de Castro? Yes, I am. That's my legal name, ma'am. Oh, you know what? There's a Jose de Castro here. We have a warrant out for his arrest. Are you the same? Have you ever lived at this address? And now she's trying to get you to confirm that she's trying to get you to confirm that she could take you to the dungeon and you were the one who lived at 123 Sycamore Street. If you confirm that, then you're going to the dungeon. If she says, I'm not sure, is this the same Jose de Castro? Have you ever lived at 123 Sycamore Street? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Number 4, right there. I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. No IDs required. And this is like a credit card. Goes right in your wallet. You only pull out the yellow and black cards when a jackboot thug pig is standing in front of you, looking like a demon. Looking like a demon. Look at her. Look at her. Let me see some ID. Something came up. Are you refusing? Look at her. Look at her face. Look at her. She wants to drag you off to a dungeon. That's her goal. And look at her when she's so disappointed. Are you refusing? Look at her, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm asking for your license, yes.
And I'm the passenger in the vehicle?
Yes.
Because I'm sorry, why again?
And she said something came up.
What'd you say?
No, so you said something came up, you said.
And now the guy sitting next to him is justifying what she said, and she's a demon.
Something came up. I need to check something.
What do you need to check on something? What's the something you need to check on? I need to check if I could take you to the dungeon.
Are you refusing?
Are you refusing? You see her challenging? You tell all your friends and family what you learned here. You don't have to answer a damn. Are you refusing? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Not yes or no. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And this driver should have his trifold in his hand with his camera. Someone is filming, so I'm proud of them on that part.
Yes, I am, because I'm not the driver. So I'm
Don't answer a damn question. Now, here's the reason I made the video. Ready for this? Watch this demon switch here.
confused. How you doing, man?
Oh, another piggy. Another piggy's at the window. And what's this piggy trying to do?
How you doing?
Yeah. So I'm
believe you do.
so he got pulled over
Okay.
for tinted windows,
I have a
right?
family just like you
Oh,
have a
don't
family.
speak too loud, Dre.
I have a family just like you have a
So
family.
he got pulled
We're
over for
coming here
tinted
to visit
windows.
my son, which I explained to you.
Your
with all due
officer
respect,
Told
that
me
we have an
she came
appointment.
to the
This
passenger
system
door
here
and said,
to watch-
"Give me your
it's
ID.
real
I
hard.
need your
That's
ID and your
why-
license, your
Meanwhile,
identification."
Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. You're explaining to one pig the tactics that the other pig was using. When this pig has the same tactics, this pig is thinking the exact same thing. The other pig is thinking. She came up with the, you got an ID? Something came up. I need to see some identification from you. Are you refusing? How does this cop come up? Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? You doing okay? Everything okay? And then he starts to sing like a canary. What's the difference between the good cop and the bad cop? There's no difference. Their goal is to separate you. So then they can ask the driver, hey, where are you heading? He says, oh, we're heading to my mom's house. And then they ask the passenger, where are you heading? We're heading to my grandma's house. It's the same person. The driver's mother, the passenger's grandmother. But the two piggies say, well, he told me he was going to his grandma's house. Well, he said he was going to his mom's house. Those are conflicting stories. Do you see how easy it happens? Grandmother, mother, they're two different people. They must be going to see, he said he was going to his grandma's. He said he was going to his mom's. Can you turn around, put your hands behind your back? I'm going to put you in torture cuffs for your safety and mine. Don't trust these pigs.
You check my license, you check
I
my
said,
registration.
"Why?"
You know, respect.
Told me
We have an
she came
appointment.
to the
This- this
passenger
system-
door.
Why are you talking to this dude? Why are you talking to him? You see that look? Like he's concerned. He's got a little line down. I'm just concerned about what's going on in here is all. I'm just concerned. He hasn't morphed into his demon form yet.
Door and said,
to watch-
"Give me your
it's
ID.
real
I
hard.
need your
That's why
ID and your
appointment.
license, your
Meanwhile, you check
identification."
my license, you check
I
my
said,
registration.
"Why?"
You know,
She said,
and
all of a
everything I know
sudden
it was
something
fine. I'm a
came up.
working guy.
What does that mean?
Tinted
So
window.
I'm going
So
to be
you had to call
100%
back
honest
up
with you.
for
I'm
a tinted
not
window?
going to tell you a story.
Come on,
Obviously,
This video, I watched it and I just thought to myself, this video is the gift that just keeps on giving. Ready? Let's listen to this again together. Let's watch this together. And then we're okay, ready.
What does that mean?
tinted
okay,
window.
so I'm going
So
to be
you had to call
100%
back
honest
up
with you.
for
I'm
a
He's going to be 100% honest with you.
tinted
not
window?
going to tell you a story.
Come on.
Oh, he's not going to tell you any stories. Put a one in the chat if he's lying. You're lying. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, and I'm not going to tell you any stories. So I'm going to lie to you, and I'm going to tell you a story. That's what he just said. Put a one in the chat if that's true. He has the right to lie to you. And before there was the camera phone, it was perfectly fine. Cops could lie to people all the time, and they weren't caught on camera lying to people, so it didn't erode the trust in the pig shacks. But now we all see it. We see you're lying, bro. I caught you lying on camera the other day. You said you weren't going to tell me a story and you're going to be 100% honest. Come to find out, jackboot thug pig, that's exactly what you did. You tried to manipulate me. You thought I was my cousin Ray. I'm not Ray, but you thought I was Ray, so you tried to manipulate me, to arrest me, to put me in a dungeon where I have to charge a bounty. I have to pay a bounty to get my body out of the dungeon. I have to pay a bounty for my car to get out of the dungeon. Then I have to pay a bunch of fines and fees from the tickets you gave me. And what did you do wrong? What did you do wrong? What did you do wrong? You talked. You invoked my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent immediately. Put it in the chat right now. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And if you don't, you don't have to be like me. I'm not nice to cops. You can do it kindly. You can say, respectfully, pig, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Can you please respect my rights, Officer Pig?
Obviously, I wasn't here when you initially got pulled over.
Dre, you loud. Don't be too loud.
The reason why I got called to the scene is because your father. This is your father.
It's my uncle.
Your uncle.
Why are you telling him who your family members are?
Obviously, I wasn't here when you initially got pulled over.
Dre, you loud. Don't be too loud.
The reason why I got called to the scene is because your father. This is your father.
It's my uncle.
Your uncle. So when my partner ran your uncle's name, right?
Okay, so the reason I got let's break that down. Okay, the reason I got called to the scene is so that we could play this good cop bad cop game with you, because she's going to play the bad cop and I'm going to play the good cops, and I'm going to try to get you to open up to me and gather information. And now once I know that's your family member, what we're going to do is we're going to put him in torture cuffs, and we know that you have blood familial ties, so you've known him since you were a baby. And so we know that's going to make your adrenaline and your anxiety spike to the roof. And then we hope that you lose your composure so that we can put you in torture cuffs so we can arrest you too. Are you related to that guy right there? Are you related to that guy right there? Are you related to Satan? Are you related to Satan? Are you? That's what you ask him. Are you related to Satan? Any cop, any question the Pig asks you, you flip it around and ask him the same question.
So I'm not going to tell you a story.
Come on.
I'm not going to tell you any story.
Obviously, I wasn't here when you initially got pulled over.
Obviously, you weren't.
Dre, you loud. Don't be too loud.
The reason why I got called to the scene is because
The reason you got called to the scene was to play the good cop, to try to gain my trust, to get data from me. And now you guys write down in your logbook, what exactly they write down?
your father. This is your father.
It's my uncle.
You write down that this is his uncle. They put that down. They data collect all that, and you gave them the information.
Uncle. So when my partner ran your uncle's name, right?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes our computer will give us a generic warrant result.
What? Sometimes our computer will give us a generic warrant result. Generically? I mean, it's just for everybody. It's just generic. It's just a generic warrant result. That's all. It's just a generic warrant result. That's all it is. He's lying. Everything he says is a lie. He is telling a story. He didn't get called out because the ID came back and it says a generic warrant result. No. He made it up. He made it up. He's making it up so you trust him. He's making it up so he seems like he's a good guy. He's not a good guy. He signed up to arrest people. I signed up to help people. How many people have you helped? Well, I've helped. There was that old lady one time fell down in 1983. Jack Booth, Thug Pig.
If a name is similar in a computer system. So when she initially ran his driver's license, she got a hit saying that he's a wanted person by the New York City Police Department. So I came over, I looked at her computer screen, verified it's not the same person. The name is very similar, but the data.
What does that have to do with the past?
Okay, so listen to this BS cop logic. Listen to this bucket of crud. Listen to this bucket of crud. Now, I'm saying that nicely. You know that. So, and his name's Wizook.
Will give us a generic warrant result.
So your computer gives a generic warrant result based on two names being similar? Then you got a shitty computer and it's a shitty system.
Name is similar in a computer system.
So the name is similar in the computer system. And so now you have to come here to decide if you're going to drag my uncle off to a dungeon. Look at the look on his face. Let me take a look at him. He's lying. He's almost morphed into the demon that he is inside.
So when she initially ran his driver's license,
she got a hit. Oh, so have you ever been fishing before? Put a 1 in the chat if you ever been fishing. You ever been fishing? You ever been fishing before? I want to keep it rated PG. If you've been fishing before, you know, you say, "Oh, I got a hit. Fish on, fish on. I got a fish on here." He's saying, "We ran the warrant. We got a hit. For him, yeah. Woohoo! 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 Woo! I hope he doesn't want to put his hands behind his back. Woohoo! Woo! 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 Woohoo! Fish on! I got a hit. It came back and it got a hit. Can you step out of the car, please? I'm just going to put you in torture cuffs for your safety and mine. He got a hit. He got a hit.
So when she initially ran his driver's license, she got a hit saying that he's a wanted person.
Oh, that he's a wanted person. What's he wanted for, though? Because she got a hit on her computer?
By the New York City Police Department.
Oh, by the biggest gang. Let me just clue you guys in about something. Did you know that there's no qualified immunity in NYPD? Did you know that? Put a 1 in the chat if you knew that. There's no more qualified immunity at NYPD. Did you know that? And how much change on the street has occurred? How much change on the street has occurred from qualified immunity being abolished from NYPD? How much change? On a scale of 1 to 10, how many things have changed in NYPD? 10 meaning everything's changed. 0 meaning almost nothing or nothing. How much change? I'm just wondering how much change has happened now that qualified immunity has been abolished from NYPD? 0. 0. The city council still pays out the lawsuits and the cops are still not held accountable, but there's no qualified immunity. How many cops have lost their houses? 0. How many cops have faced jail because there's no qualified immunity in New York City? How many? 0. It is not qualified immunity that is our mutual problem. The problem is I want to get your ID. The problem is I'm suspicious of you. And that is based on what? Terry versus Ohio. You see? Do you see? There's been no qualified immunity for NYPD. How much has changed? Absolutely nothing has changed. Now do you understand? There's no qualified immunity in Connecticut. Anybody from Connecticut? How much has changed? 0. There's no qualified immunity in New Mexico. How much has changed? 0. There's no qualified immunity in Colorado. Have you guys heard of the Loveland Police Department in Colorado? Have you heard of them? Put a 1 in the chat if you've heard of the Loveland Police Department in Colorado. There's no qualified immunity. Been gone for almost 2 years. How much change has happened in Loveland, Colorado? Put the number in the chat. The number is 0. Because on the street, qualified immunity does not affect you and I at all whatsoever. They could still grab you and say they're suspicious, still torture cuff you, still arrest you, still charge you with multiple crimes, still beat you half to death, and nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing.
So I came over, I looked at the computer screen, verified it's not the same person.
Oh, man. Good thing he came over and verified on the computer screen.
Generic warrant result if the name is similar in the computer system. So when she initially ran his driver's license, she got a hit saying that he's a wanted person by the New York City Police Department. So I came over, I looked at the computer screen, verified it's not the same person. The name is very similar, but the date of
What does that have to do with the passenger?
Again, I wasn't here when you initially got pulled over, but look at it from our standpoint.
Your officer is letting me know that you were wrong. You understand that you were wrong, right?
You're allowed to refuse, but I'm allowed to ask for your license.
Let's get it.
From our standpoint.
From our standpoint, and look how quickly he turns the camera and goes right back to the other pig. And it's like, hey,
Same person. The name is very similar, but the date of
What does that have to do?
So let's just talk about that, for example. Why do you have to call in another pig to read the computer? Can't one pig read? Can't one pig read the computer? I mean, I hold like it's my phone. I mean, can't one piggy read it? This name is Alfonso Johnson, and this name is Alfonso. Oh, one is spelled with a P, one is spelled with an F. ALPHALF. Alfonso. Man, these, the warrants for the PH Alfonso, but I have a warrant. I have an Alfonso with an F here, but the warrants for a PH. So Alfonso ALPH, Alfonso ALF, Alfonso. Names are different, but I want to arrest him. Let me call another piggy. Hey, another piggy, can you come over here and verify something for me? It says PH on the computer, but I got an Alfonso with an F. Can I arrest him anyway? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Put a one in the chat if I'm not wrong. I am not wrong. She was looking to arrest him. She called another pig over and said, it's two different spellings. She needed another pig to tell her, yeah, those are two different letters. Because it takes her away from her goal. Her goal is to arrest you, baby. Her goal is to arrest you. His goal is to arrest you. This is a system that we allowed to perpetuate. So now watch how quickly the passenger turns the camera to the other.
With the passenger.
I know.
Again, I wasn't
I know, but
here
I'm not the only
when
Now he absolves himself of any responsibility. Look, oh, there he is. He's morphing. He's morphing into he's morphing into demon. I mean, because let me just tell you something. The reason why I say that, and if any of you jackboot thug pigs are watching this, the reason why I say that to you pigs, about you pigs, is because it takes a demon to tell another person, I'm gonna torture you here real quick. Turn around. Let me put these torture cuffs on you real quick. Just turn around for me. Bend over. It takes a demon to do it. I could not do that to any of you. I could not put any of you in torture cuffs. It literally would break my heart to put you in torture cuffs. And to be perfectly honest with you, I would not do it. I simply would not do it. I would not put you in torture cuffs. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I'd feel so terrible for what I did.
name is very similar, but the date.
What does that have to do with the passenger?
I know.
Again, I wasn't
I know, but
here
I'm not the only
when
part
you
that
initially
broke
got
down
pulled
this
over,
road.
but
I'm pretty
look
sure-
at it from
I'm
our
pretty sure
standpoint.
that.
Look at it from our standpoint. See that?
I wasn't
I know, but
here
I'm not the only
when
part
you
that
initially
broke
got
down
pulled
this
over,
road.
but
I'm pretty
look at it
sure-
from
I'm
our
pretty sure
standpoint.
that.
I told you, man, this video, I watched it. It's the gift that keeps on giving. He wants you to understand his position. Look at it from our standpoint. Okay, let's look at it from your standpoint. What are you doing here? Why are you questioning me as the passenger? I mean, tell me, you tell me, why is he questioning the passenger? Why is he asking the passenger for ID? He wasn't there when it happened, but he knows that she asked the passenger for ID. Why is that happening? How come that's happening? What's the goal? Why ask the passenger for identification? What is their mutual goal? To arrest the passenger. I don't know. I wasn't here at the initial. You know the procedures, policies, and protocols.
I wasn't
I know, but
here
I'm not the only
when
part
you
that
initially
broke-
very
I've
similar,
seen
but
you
the
report
date.
What does that have to do with the passenger?
I know.
Again, I wasn't
I know, but
here
I'm not the only
when
part
you
that broke
initially
down
got pulled
this
over,
road.
but
I'm pretty
look
sure-
at it from
I'm
our
pretty sure
standpoint.
that.
I'm looking at it from your standpoint, and I'm talking to thousands of people. And I'm telling the people from their standpoint, they're trying to arrest him. They're questioning the passenger so that they can arrest the passenger. They're trying to get the passenger's ID so they can arrest the passenger. They're trying to arrest somebody and take them to a dungeon, an absolute dungeon. Do not cooperate with these pigs. Don't do it. It's not going to do you any good. If they're going to arrest you, they're going to arrest you. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, they're going to arrest you, no matter how you slice it.
Your officer is letting me know that you were wrong.
What's that?
You understand that you were wrong, right?
You're allowed to refuse, but I'm allowed to ask you your license. You're allowed to refuse.
But you know your officer explained that you were wrong. You understand that or you don't?
Well,
I'm not wrong. I'm allowed to ask
Okay.
you your license, and you're allowed to refuse.
You're right. Have a
This is
good
what I'm
day.
sure he explained.
So
Yeah.
Okay, before you guys came to delete laws, though, before I, oh, right on, you got your Team DLZ hoodie on, awesome, brother. So before you guys came to delete laws, before I gave away thousands of these cop cards, I sell them for $10 on delete laws. But before I had these in everybody's wallets, and now thousands of people now have these, literally thousands of people. Before people came here, they used to think as the passenger, and she even says, "Are you refusing?" And she gave him that look. You absolutely have got to invoke your rights, your Fifth Amendment right, your First Amendment right. And look how entitled she is. So if there's a law on the books, there's a cop ready to enforce it. And listen to how she knows the rules so well. And why does she know the rules so well? Because she got to follow certain rules to make sure she can arrest you properly. So she doesn't get a complaint on her jacket. She doesn't want anything in her folder. Because later it comes out after she beats, maims, kills, or rapes somebody, then it comes out she had 47 complaints on her record. That's what you get, the complaint on their jacket, and then it stays there forever. It's not going to matter unless she kills somebody. Unless she kills somebody. I wore my sweatshirt to the sheriff's office to get my carry conceal permit. Yeah, Brandy. Hell yeah. She's talking about this hoodie right here. We don't stop. We don't stop, mofo. Right in the comment section and listen to this lying pig.
You're allowed to refuse, but I'm allowed to ask for your license. You're allowed to refuse.
But you know your officer explained that you were wrong. You understand that or you don't?
Well,
I'm not wrong. I'm allowed to ask for your license, and you're allowed to refuse.
You're right. Have a good day. So we're done here?
yeah, we're done. Yeah,
Thank you.
You're only done there because you didn't give her your identification. Now, remember what they said initially, that they ran Alfonso's ID and it came back with a similar name. I needed to call another pig to tell me you can't arrest him. So now let's just say something. What if they ran his ID?
And that or you don't?
Well,
I'm not wrong. I'm allowed to ask for your license, and you're allowed to refuse.
Okay. But what if he hadn't refused and he had given his identification? And then the same problem with Alfonso happens with Brian. What if it's spelled Bryan and they got a warrant for Brian? It's Brian Johnson, but the spellings are so close. And then they say, I got a warrant here for Brian Johnson, and you freak out. And you're like, I don't have any warrants. And they're like, you know what? He's out of control. Let's put him in torture cuffs. They want to arrest you. Their goal is to arrest you. They're planning on arresting you. I can't say it enough times. They're trying to arrest you. That's an absolute fact. I'm going to watch 10 seconds of this. I'm going to watch it without saying a word. And I want you to see how smooth it is. Look at how smoothly they transition from person to person, They play good cop, bad cop so perfectly. These two been practicing this. I'm going to come up. I'm going to be a real bitch. And then you come up and like, yo, I don't know what's going on here, but I just want to help you out. Okay. And then I'm going to come back like, hey, we got it. And then I'll step out and you be like, hey, listen, I don't know what she's upset about, but apparently, we got to make sure. So which of the two cops can you trust? Which of the two cops do you trust? Which one is it? Can you tell me? Do you trust cop number 1 or cop number 2? Put it in the comment section. Which one of the two do you trust? Do you trust number 1 or do you trust number 2? Which one do you trust? I'm just curious. Which one would you trust? Mr. Bones. Chevy's in the chat. Which one of those two cops do you trust? Oh, there it is. I didn't even have to. Jackboot Thug Pigs. 0. You trust no cop. You trust no cop. You don't trust a single cop. Now watch them switch it back and forth.
man?
So I'm the passenger in the vehicle and you're asking for my license?
I'm asking for your license, yes.
And I'm the passenger in the vehicle?
Yes.
Because, I'm sorry, why again?
And she said something came up.
What'd you say?
No, so you said something came up, you said.
Yes, something came up. I need to check something. Are you refusing?
Yes, I am, because I'm not the driver, so I'm confused. How you doing, man?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Yeah. So he got pulled over for tinted windows, right? Oh, don't scream too loud, Dre.
I have a family just like you have a
So
family.
he got pulled
We're
over for
coming here
tinted
to
windows.
visit my son, which I explained to you.
Your
with all due
officer
respect,
told
that
me,
we have an
she came
appointment.
to the
This
passenger
system
door
here
and said,
to watch-
give me your ID.
You
I need your ID and your
appointment.
license, your
Meanwhile, you check
identification.
my license, you check
I
my
said,
registration.
why?
She
She said, all of a sudden something came up. What does that mean?
So I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm not going to tell you a story. Obviously, I wasn't here when you initially got pulled over.
Dre, you loud. Don't be too loud.
The reason why I got called to the scene is because your father. This is your father.
It's my uncle.
Your uncle. So when my partner ran your uncle's name, right?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes our computer will give us a generic warrant result
because
if
you know
the
I have
name
to come
is
to
similar
my
in
son.
the
I
computer
explained that
system.
to you.
So when she initially ran his driver's license, she got a
and I
hit
seen you.
saying
You
that
was
he's a
on the
wanted
side, so that
person
means that
by the New
all
York
the
City
time,
Police
no
Department.
cars came
So
through.
I came
The
over,
window was
I
on
looked at her
line.
computer screen,
Come on,
verified
that
it's not the
doesn't
same
make sense
person.
at all.
The name is very
I seen
similar,
you,
but the
you
date
were
of
What
birth.
does that have to do with the passenger?
I know.
Again, I wasn't
I know, but
here
I'm not the only
when
car
you
that
initially
broke
got
down
pulled
this
over,
road.
but
I'm pretty
look
sure,
at it from
I'm
our
pretty sure
standpoint.
that.
Your officer is letting me know that you were wrong. You understand that you were wrong, right?
You're allowed to refuse, but I'm allowed to ask for your license. You're allowed to refuse.
But you know your officer explained that you were wrong. You understand?
Look at her. Look at her. She wants to arrest you, bruh.
Understand that, or you don't?
Well,
I'm not wrong. I'm allowed to ask for your license, and you're allowed to refuse.
You're right. Have a good day. So we're done here.
Which is what I'm sure he explained. There's so many tells in this video.
Okay.
Your license, and you're allowed to refuse.
You're right. Have a good day.
Is what I'm sure he explained. He justified my actions. I'm a jackboot thug pig, and he justified me.
So we're done here.
yeah, we're done. Yes,
Thank
we're
you.
done.
So we're done here. Okay. So there it is. So there it is. Today's super special. If you buy one trifold, you can have a pair of the Fifth Amendment cop cards. I don't know which one you want. You want one of them. I sell these cards for $10 a piece. That's how much I sell them for. It's like a credit card. And this is a driver card and a non-driver card. So today's special will be, if you order one trifold, these cost $20, these cost $10, then I'll give you the 5A cop cards for free. So I got a video from you out of Lexington, Kentucky. And as you guys know, I was up there in Kentucky. And this is the typical kind of behavior that those jackboot thug pigs exhibit up there in Kentucky. This is atrocious. This is absolutely atrocious. Officer, sir, you are not going to talk to my chief like that, sir. Not going to happen. I guess, I mean, these jackboot thug pigs have never met me. You're not going to talk to my chief that way? You haven't heard the way we haven't met yet. You did? Leon ran home from the grocery store to catch the live. Then everybody do me a favor, hit the like button with Leon. Everybody say hello to Leon Wade. What is going on, Leon Wade? How is Leon? What's going on? How are you? Leon ran home to to catch the live stream. Everybody say hello to Leon. Thank you for coming, Leon. Now, watch this cop completely and utterly lose his shit for words. And what does it say? What does it say on your driver card right here? On the driver card, this cop's losing his shit for what someone said to him, for what somebody said. I love that picture. Hot pants. I love that picture. Number five on the Fifth Amendment cop card. Number 6, I'm sorry. Cop says he's, I got the wrong one. I'm so sorry. This is the non-driver card. There it is. It's number 5 on the non-driver card. And it says, you tell the cop off using vulgar language. Cop says he's going to charge you with this or with that. While filming, state, my right to free speech is protected by the First Amendment. First Amendment's upheld by the 1971 case of Cohen versus California. Cop loses qualified immunity for arresting you. Now, how do you do that? When you tell the cop, hey, listen, why don't you drop down on your knees and blow me, bro? And then the cop says, oh, get out of the car. You're under arrest. You say, real quick, let me just read my cop card to you here. This says right here, while filming, state, my right to free speech is protected by the First Amendment. I'm reading you the cop card. And then it says right here, I invoke my First Amendment right. The First Amendment's upheld by the 1971 case of Cohen versus California. It says here that the cop loses qualified immunity for arresting you. Do you want to read it? Do you want to read it, pig? Do you want to read it? You can read it yourself. The law is in the navy blue. So now when we go to court, you can't say that you didn't know why you were arresting, that you were violating one of my rights. It says right here, Fifth Amendment's unequivocal. Number right here, number, I keep on messing up the wrong side. You tell the cop off, First Amendment right there. You see where I'm looking right down here? You see where I'm looking right here? Right there on this line right here. First Amendment, 1971, Cohen versus California, cop loses qualified immunity for arresting you. That's what it says on the card, piggy. Are you offended? Are you offended? You okay? You need some water? You need to get a drink of water? Come back? You can calm down a little bit, piggy. You look stressed, bro. Jackboot thug pigs. Listen to this pig.
You can get the out of my face. I don't give a who you are. Okay? This is my county, too.
What?
Sheriff, you need to back.
This is my county?
Up out of my face, sir. You have no authority. You're not gonna tell me what to do, my. You're not gonna get in my sheriff's face. Just like you told me.
This all took place in Lexington on Tuesday. The sheriff and his deputies responding to a standoff call there. Well, the police department claims they knew nothing about it. An officer pulls over the sheriff, and things only escalate from there.
Hello.
This is body camera video from a Lexington police officer. That officer just pulled over this black SUV, driven by Cleveland County Sheriff Chris Amison.
Amison, I'm going to SWAT call.
Okay, so this podium, could you do an 85 and a 55?
I was going
where?
call out.
Where we going?
SWAT call out right over here.
The officer says he isn't aware of any barricaded suspect in the city.
Here in Lexington? Yeah. We have an armed person we don't know about. All right, I'll call our chief and let him know.
According to the sheriff's office, a bondsman made multiple requests to Lexington police for assistance arresting a former Tulsa police officer, D'Angelo Reyes. They wanted backup because they believed he had multiple guns. This is their call for help to Cleveland County.
We foresee having problems with them.
Okay.
Lexington's busy. They won't help. They just told us to go make contact at the house, but this guy has 3 guns.
Reyes is charged with first-degree rape and forcible sodomy in 2 separate incidents that happened while he was an officer. Here's body camera video Tulsa police released of one of the alleged incidents.
You're sexy. Is that unprofessional of me? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Reyes is currently wanted after he didn't show up to a court hearing last month.
Back to the body cam, the Lexington officer lets the sheriff go and follows him to the staging area where multiple deputies are located. As they get there, so does Lexington police.
Take a look. So take a look. I want to show you something here. Take a look. Look at that. A dozen? How many are there? A dozen? 2 dozen? How many pigs are there? Can anybody tell me how many pigs are there? How many pigs are right there? How many do you see? I see. I mean, I got just like 12 just here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, at least a dozen, maybe 20 cops are there. For what? You got one guy. You got one guy. So that means that the bulk of the pigs in that area, instead of being peace officers protecting and serving the community, they're more concerned about getting in on attacking the guy who they're going to gang attack. That they're more concerned about getting their punches in, because we saw it with the Tyree Nichols video. The cops come in and want to kick him in the head. One comes running up and kicks him in the head. Right? We've seen it. Chris Alderson said, G.I. Joe losers. You're so spot on, Chris. You're so spot on. These pigs.
Police Chief Ronnie Johnson, seen in the vest and cowboy hat. Chief Johnson.
I'm sorry, what was his words exactly?
Cowboy hat.
Does somebody want to tell me what the F is going on? Well, you got 20 cops standing around on payroll, and there's only one person, and you already have them completely taken care of.
Chief Johnson confronts a Cleveland County deputy.
We realize that I'd like to know what's going on in my own damn city. We would have notified you, sir. We would have? Yeah. Well, hold on. I've been at the city. I've been down there.
Do you realize I'd like to know what's going on in my own damn city? We would have notified you, sir. We would have. I've been down at PD all god dang day. I mean, that's so this is a who has a bigger sausage. My sausage is bigger than you. This is my gosh darn city. My sausage is this big. Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you what, my sausage is this big. We gave you warning we were coming to your city. And for some reason, on a cop talking like this, it just is so annoying. Just the most annoying Jack Booth thug pig sound isn't the it's when they talk like that. It's the most ignorant and annoying sound ever. Now, it's funny because when you hear a woman talk that way, it's kind of sexy. But when you hear a Jack Booth thug pig talk that way, it's absolutely disgusting.
A sheriff's office lieutenant tries to explain the situation to the chief.
Okay, a sheriff's office lieutenant tries to explain the situation to the chief. So can someone tell me and answer me for me? Which one's got more power? Which one's got more power? Is it the lieutenant or is it the sheriff, the lieutenant of the sheriff?
A sheriff's office lieutenant tries
A
to
sheriff's office lieutenant.
explain the situation to the chief.
So you got a lieutenant from the sheriff's office talking to a chief, and my testicles are bigger than your testicles. No, my testicles are bigger than your testicles. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about how large my testicles are. Well, you know, I'm a lieutenant. My testicles are really big. Well, I'm a chief, so my testicles are even bigger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Am I wrong, though? Am I incorrect? Put a 1 in the chat if that's true. If this is a big sausage contest, my sausage is bigger than your sausage. These guys are just pigs, bro.
He was notified, they refused to respond because of the call.
Okay, so the lieutenant, remember this is a lieutenant, don't just call him a deputy. According to the call, it says Lexington was notified and they refused to respond. Chief, okay, I don't know who the hell said that. And the deputy says, first of all, sir, I know you're the chief, but you aren't going to talk to me that way. I'm just saying what the call. I don't appreciate all that's going on and no one notifying me of a damn thing about it.
Okay, I don't know who the said that.
First of all, sir, I know you're the chief.
I'm just telling you, I don't appreciate all of this going on and nobody notified me a damn thing about it.
That's when the Cleveland County deputy walks away. But the Lexington officer wearing the body camera isn't done.
You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir. That's
You aren't going to talk to my chief like that, sir. It's not going to happen. You can get the F out of my face. I don't give a who you are. Deputy says, back up, back up. And then lieutenant says, this is my country too.
not going to happen. You can get the out of my face. I don't give a who you are. Okay? This is my county too.
Sheriff Amoson
Okay, how many? Who's DLZ faithful? Who's a member of Team DLZ and has been here with me for months or years? How many of you guys are Team DLZ? Put a 1 in the chat if you're Team DLZ, or just put Team DLZ. Okay, so then you know if you're here and you haven't been here before, a lot of these folks know what I'm going to say right now. It's a gang, and within the gang there are factions. Now, it doesn't really matter how high you rank in the gang, because if you're the colonel or the commander, depending on the sheriff's team or the cop team, right? Because they have city cops and borough cops and district cops. It doesn't matter. There's lots of different gangs. They just give them municipality cops, borough cops, district cops, city cops, school cops. They're all the same. It's a gang. And so within the gang, there are rankings. And so you're seeing that play out now. This gang is taking on this gang, and within each gang, there's levels. So one gang member walks up to another gang member and says, hey, I got a bigger sausage. And he says, oh, my sausage is larger. And then they separate. And then one of the junior piglets sees that and goes, oh, he talked to the sow that way. he talked to the big kahuna that way. So now he's going to go over and he's going to go, you ain't going to talk to my chief that way. Let's go back and listen to the words. Let's go back and just listen to the words.
But the Lexington officer wearing the body camera isn't done.
You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir. That's not.
So you aren't going to talk to my chief like that, sir. That's not going to happen. Well, didn't it just happen? Didn't it just happen? I mean, it did just happen, right, Glenn? Glenn Burchett, right there here, the Blue Line Gang. Didn't we just see that happen? He just did talk to him that way, didn't he? Didn't he? Unisex, one finger gang. He just talked to him that way. And so now it's a gang off. And this is how pigs get fired. This is how pigs get charged with crimes. Because within the two gangs, the leaders of the gang will meet and say, well, you're going to have to sacrifice one of yours now. And then they pick one, or the one who's just causes too many problems for them and doesn't toe the thin blue line enough. And those are the pigs we see get arrested. Those are the pigs we see who get jumped because they don't send backup out because they're trying to get rid of that pig. Those are the pigs where all the pigs get up and they go, Officer Crowley was really a bad guy. And they all get in line and they all say, Crowley was so bad. He was so bad. That's this gang saying that the gang member of this gang, they're saying that guy over there, he's terrible. And all of them are saying it. You go to his gang and no one's saying a damn thing, but you only need one or two sound bites from a sheriff or from a city chief. And then that's how you get rid of a pig. That's how you get rid of a pig. That's how the pigs get rid of each other. We don't get rid of the pigs. You make a complaint on a pig, right? It goes nowhere. Unless, of course, they've had one of these moments and they want to get rid of that pig.
You can get the out of my face. I don't give a who you are. Okay? This is my county, too.
Sheriff Amison tries to step in.
Sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir. You have no authority. You're not going to tell me what to do. You're not going to get in my sheriff's face. Just like you told me.
The sheriff threatens to arrest the officer, and Chief Johnson pulls his officer away.
Both of you need to back off. This is our operation. This is our county. Understand?
Oh, yeah. Perfectly clear. Perfectly clear.
Well, the sheriff's office in a statement tells KOCO an investigation is underway. And by the way, the suspect in this standoff was not arrested.
I think he was notified, they refused to respond.
So all that big sausage contest, back and forth. They talked about how the guy had been accused of RAPE and all that. And then you had 20 cops there and no arrest, no nothing. They're just wasting our money and our time. They're having a gang off. Well, my gang's got more power than, and my gang. I'm sorry. I'm at the very end of this cold here. I hope, for the love of God, I hope that I am. We're going to take a look at this real quick. I want to show you guys this. Why are so many Americans ignoring the ongoing collapse of democracy in the United States? Because they're too busy sucking that cop stick. They got that cop stick so far up their backside that they're just, I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you have a cop sucker in your family. Why are so many Americans ignoring the downfall of this country? This year's election may be our last chance to push back against the oligarch that the GOP has been constructing for the past 43 years. And in case you guys don't know, what that means is that the richest elites make sure that we're fighting over cultural appropriation. Or right now we're fighting over crumbs because everybody's broke. Everybody, I mean, is that true? We're fighting over crumbs. Nobody's got a dime. Everybody's busted. Everybody's waiting for their next paycheck. And, you know, if you guys need a trifold, don't wait till your next paycheck. Just hit me up and I'll email you one that you can print out yourself. You don't have to wait till payday to get a trifold. If you don't have the money, it's $20 for a trifold. If you don't have the $10 for the 2 cop cards, you shoot me an email and you say, hey man, can you email me a paper one of those? And then I'll email you a paper one. And then you can print out 20 copies. The words and the literature work exactly the same on a printed copy or on the indestructible paper that I send to you. But don't wait to get your product. Don't wait to get the defense you have. And then the thing is you got to use that phone. You use that phone and you use your trifold. So look, I know there's a struggle going on right now in our country. I get it. But don't wait to get your product from me. Don't be like, I'm going to wait because I don't have any money. Why are you waiting? I don't know why. I'm going to show you one of 2 videos here. One of 2 videos, and the same. It's the same theme. You see what it says?
Holmes. Back in October, Harrisburg police officer Brandon Kovac went to assist another officer in a separate incident. Although he was driving down a one-way street, District Attorney Fran Chardo says it was allowed.
The police are permitted to, there's a statute that allows them to, when they have emergency lights and sirens on, to drive the opposite way and to drive above the speed limit. And the officer was responding to an emergency call from another officer.
The officer.
So if one pig calls and says, I have an emergency call and I need help from another pig, that pig can drive down the road, the one-way street, the wrong way, kill your family. And because another cop had radioed him, it's perfectly justified. There's a code that says police are allowed to drive the wrong way down a one-way street. And so because we wrote that code, and even though your dad's dead, sorry about that. Is the city liable? No. We wrote a code. There's a code written in. There's a code. We wrote a code in. Your dad's dead? Oh, man, that sucks. Really sucks your dad's dead. Sorry to hear that. You know what I'm saying? But we did write a code. There's a code. Well, where was he going in such a hurry? Why did he go down the wrong way down a one-way street? He got a call on the radio. Another officer was in distress, and our lives are far more important than the peons' lives. Us pigs are more important than you. And so the city, the government, we fund the government. We arrest you. We give you tickets. All that money goes in the government. So the local government wrote a code that I can drive the wrong way down a one-way street. Felicia, God bless you. Thank you so much for the support. We don't stop. Type it in the comment section. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. And this is the reason why. Maybe let me just ask you guys. Let me ask you guys. Do you think maybe that code shouldn't be in there? You think maybe pigs shouldn't be able to drive the wrong way down a one-way street? You think that that's just reasonable? It's unreasonable for the pigs to drive the wrong way down a one-way street. It's unreasonable. That's my position here.
Cruiser did hit Detrail Porter, who was the driver in
Oh shit, D-Trail? It was D-Trail Porter? Black lives don't matter.
another vehicle, but Chardo says Porter rode through the stop sign.
The other driver went through a stop sign without stopping, and that was the principal cause of the crash.
Chardo mentioned that Porter had a history.
I'm so sorry here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Incident says Brandon Kovac went to assist another officer in a separate incident, although he was driving down a one-way street.
The cop was driving down a one-way street, and then this cop right here says the cop. Now we just got it from the reporter that the pig was driving down a one-way street the wrong way.
Porter, who was the driver in another vehicle, but Chardo says Porter rode through the stop sign.
The other driver went through a stop sign without stopping, and that was the principal cause of the crash.
No, it was not. That is such a bald-faced lie, pig. You lying pig sucker. You piece of garbage. You trash. So let me put a 1 in the chat for myself here. But have you ever gone and you're driving down the road and you know it's a one-way coming this way? So as you're driving down the road, you're looking over here and you're like, okay, there's nobody coming. It's, there's nobody around. I don't see anybody coming from this way. So I'm just going to kind of stop and go through the stop sign. You don't expect someone to be coming the wrong way and kill you. So the cause of death was because someone was driving the wrong way down a one-way street. The cause of death is not the guy who went through a stop sign when he knew looking this way, nobody could be coming from that way. So I'm just going to look this way and then I'm just going to go through the parking lot. But now this jackboot thug pig here, the county district attorney. Once again, thanks Felicia for the super chat. I'm trying to see the Dauphin County District Attorney. Dauphin? Is it Dauphin or Dauphin? Dauphin? Dauphin County District Attorney. There he is. There he is right there.
Chardo mentioned that Porter had a history of reckless driving.
He was driving under suspension. He had a number of prior driving under suspension convictions. And so it did support the charge of accidents involving a driver under suspension who causes a death.
During the investigation,
his license could have been suspended for not paying child support, and then he has to go to work, so he's going to get multiple charges of driving with a suspended license. The Makes me sick.
Pennsylvania State Police.
It was clear to us from the investigation that lights and siren were on. That was established from the data from the police vehicle. It was clear from cameras along the route.
Can we see the cameras? Can we take a look at what happened? Can we judge that for ourselves?
And even one of the witnesses from the vehicle struck saw red blues.
According to the district attorney, Porter faces
Misdemeanor charges and summary offenses, but he's presumed innocent, and these are just charges.
Porter is in Cumberland County for unrelated traffic offenses. Live in Harrisburg, Gabrielle Thomas, WGAL News 8.
So the cop went the wrong way down a one-way street, and then they justify away everything that happened. They don't mention the cop. All they talk about is how the other guy had a suspended license. Francis Chardo. Francis T. Chardo, the Dauphin County District Attorney, is elected to a 4-year term, oversees 31 prosecutors and 12 detectives. Police officer from Deadly Trash. There was no proof of negligence. He was going the wrong way down a one-way street. Friendly fire killed U.S. Marshal during Pennsylvania raid. Deputy Marshal died a hero, said Francis T. Chardo. So one cop kills another cop. I mean, no matter what they do, it's justified. No matter what they do to us, whatever, they can kill each other. As long as they kill. Cops kill people, cops kill each other. You know, we're always talking about gun deaths in America, but yet the police themselves don't keep track. You can read killedbypolice.com. Killed by Police keeps up with how many people. I'll show you. Where's that website at? Did it change to Mapping Police? Is that what it is? Mapping Police Violence? There used to be Killed by Police. Where is that bad chicken? I don't see it anymore. I don't see that Killed by Police anymore. There used to be a Killed by Police. 19-year-old man killed in shooting. Police shot and killed wanted man. Tacoma woman may have been killed for... Oh, Lord. It's just... we're living in an absolute... Oh, gosh. These are always my favorite. These are always my favorite ones right here, because I always tell you guys that the canine pigs are the most sick, sadistic pigs there are in all of the copping industry. Jeffrey Ryans is bit by a Salt Lake City police dog. We need to ban dogs. We need to ban dogs. Oh yeah, mofo. Yeah, I mean, are you kidding me, man? I was thinking my hair was perfect, but now that you said that, I quit, everybody. Now that he told me my hair is bad, I should just quit. I'm just gonna give up. I give up all the way now. You know, if you call me a narcissist, that really makes me just want to just give up too. What else? I don't know. I can't remember all the ridiculous things people say, but the narcissist one, man, calling me a narcissist, that really gets me to want to just quit doing what I'm doing. And now that the guy told me my haircut's bad, you know, what's the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut? About 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. So, sorry. I'll get over it, copsucker. I'll try to get over it. I hope I can. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground or you're going to get bit.
The canine handler abuses the dog constantly so that the dog will attack people.
Get on the ground. Get down. On the ground.
Okay, so this guy is, I mean, he's not wearing any sleeves. So when the dog starts to bite him, it's going to go really bad for him. The guy's frozen. Fight, flight, or freeze is what your scared response does. So he's completely frozen.
I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground. Why are you biting me? I'm on the ground. Stop.
Wow.
Oh, this guy's out. What the fuck?
Good boy.
Back right now.
Holy shit. Right now.
Man, what a psycho. What a psychopath.
Good boy. What the fuck?
Right now.
He's on the ground. The guy's saying hit, hit, hit.
Good boy. Good boy.
Why are you guys doing this? Ow.
Good boy.
I'm a fucking
Good boy.
Why are you
Good
biting?
boy. Good boy.
Good
boy.
Ow! What the fuck did I
Good.
do? Ow! She let me in the ow!
Good boy.
Why is that dog? Why is he putting that dog on him?
Good boy.
Ow! What the fuck did I do? Oh my god! Ow!
He's laying on the ground and he's having the dog attack him. The dog's biting on his ankle. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you watching this?
You good, Kevin?
Ow!
Good boy.
Ow! Ow!
Good.
Stop!
House.
Holy shit!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me do it like this so you guys can read the caption here. Oh my god.
Holy shit!
House.
What the
Good
hell?
boy.
I just get my work clothes. Jesus Christ! Let me fucking get my work clothes. What the fuck? Oh, my fucking leg!
Oh my god.
Medical for a dog bite.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He was barefoot and he had on a tank top. He was totally complying in every way. Wow. Nope. Charlie, come here. Come up here.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground or you're going to get bit. On the ground. Yeah. On the ground. Hit.
I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground. Why are you biting me?
Good boy.
I'm on the ground. Stop.
Good boy.
Why are you guys out?
Good boy.
What the fuck?
Good boy.
Back right now.
Holy
boy.
shit!
Right now.
Ow!
Good boy.
What the fuck?
Hit.
Right
Hit.
now.
Good boy.
Ow!
Good boy. Good boy.
Ow! Why are
Good
you
boy.
guys doing this? Ow!
Good boy.
I'm a fucking
Good
ow!
boy.
Why are you
Good
biting?
boy. Good boy.
Why the fuck are you
Good
biting?
boy.
Ow! What the fuck did I
Good.
do? Ow! She let me in the ow!
Good boy. Good boy.
Ow! What the fuck did I do? Oh my god!
Good
Ow!
boy. You good, Kevin?
Ow!
Good boy.
Ow! Ow!
Good.
Stop!
House.
Holy shit!
House.
What the
Good
hell?
boy.
I just get my work clothes. Jesus Christ! Let me fucking get my work clothes. What the fuck? Oh, my fucking leg!
Kilo 851, we need medical for a dog bite.
Medical for a dog bite? What? I just get my fucking clothes and go to work.
Wow. Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. So let me just take a look at the caption here. Easy, Charlie. Chill out, buddy. Let me look at the cap. Jeffrey Ryans is planning to sue the Salt Lake Police Department after he says they used excessive force when they commanded a police dog his name is Jeffrey Ryans, to repeatedly attack him while he was on his knees with his hands in the air. So that's what that says. And this is the Salt Lake City Police Department.
You have reached the non-emergency line for Salt Lake City 911 dispatch. Please do not hang up. We are assisting other callers and will be with you shortly. Ha llegado a la línea que no esté emergente.
Dispatch, Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin. I was calling to talk to the watch commander or the chief or the lieutenant or the major or the commander. Is someone in charge over there, Caitlin?
May I ask who you are and why you would like to speak with them?
I'm a citizen and I'm a concerned citizen, and I want to talk about a video that I just saw. I believe the name of the gentleman who was attacked by the dog. His name was Ryan. That was the guy's name. But I watched the cops sick a dog on a person who was surrendering and giving up. And so
okay.
I want a chance to speak.
I'm going to stop you there. If you have any complaints about our officers,
it's not a
call internal affairs,
this is
and I have their phone number for you.
This is not a complaint. This is not a complaint. I'm not.
Okay, well,
it's
our
not a complaint.
officers are busy right now. I can put in a call for a patrol officer to call you, but our lieutenant and watch commander are busy right now.
They're too busy to take a call from the public?
They're on a higher priority call right now.
Higher priority than the public. I mean, and just so you know, I mean.
Okay, so if you're not going to accept my help, I'm going to hang up on you. Bye-bye. Non-emergency dispatch 43I.
Hey, how are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I got a situation that I need to speak with the commander, the chief, or the lieutenant, or the corporal, or the major.
Okay. For which city are you looking?
Salt Lake City Police Department.
Okay, so I don't have any of the commanders or the chiefs that are here on Saturday or Sunday. Okay. What is it you need exactly? I'll try to get you some
I mean, I'd like to talk with you about it, but this is something I want to talk with them about. No offense to you, of course. I mean, I love you as a human being. Don't think I'm being mean to you. I'm not. I just.
Oh, no, that's fine. You can call back Monday if you want.
I'll just talk to anybody who's on shift right now. That's okay.
Okay, I just need to know a little bit about what it's regarding so I can tell them. So just a basic idea.
It's a situation that has to do with a violent attack.
Okay, were you the victim of that?
Violent. No, but I witnessed it, and that's what I want. That's why I don't want to say anything else to you. I want to talk to the.
Can you tell me where that might have happened?
It was in the backyard of this guy's house, I think, and it's on film too. So I want to make sure that
it's on what?
It's on film. I want to make sure that it's on film. Yeah.
Pretty simple. If you could try to help me with this.
Well, let me just. I want to send the video in, but I don't want to just. I want to send.
Where did it happen, though?
In Salt Lake City. It would be Salt Lake City Police Department. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to see this video. That's why I'm calling.
Okay. Do you want to give the video to them in person?
Well, if I talk to someone who's in charge right now, then I'll be happy to get their email address and then I'll email it over to them. But I just want to tell them what I saw before I send the video.
Generally, before anything else happens, they just kind of have to know where. So could you even try to narrow down what street it was? anything at all about
Yeah,
where it was? So
it was in Salt Lake City. It was in Salt Lake
where?
City. I don't have the metadata from the video, so I can't tell you exactly the location, but I know for a fact it's Salt Lake City Police Department that I need to contact here. I know that to be
what's your
true.
phone number and your name? I'll have them call you.
You know,
I mean, I see that you've already called once. It looks like you've talked to one of my coworkers.
yeah,
Do you want to leave
yeah,
that number
but
with me
but
or no?
but they weren't very. I mean, they weren't really helpful. It was kind of like, you know, I'm trying to I'm trying.
Want to give me your phone number?
Yeah, I mean, giving my phone number to the cops, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I have a database and
You've
then
got a dispatch office, and none of us here are officers, so
Oh,
the officer would
oh.
have to call you back.
Is there another one I can call? Is there a different Salt Lake Police Department I can call where I get through here?
Nope, this is the only one.
So this is the phone number is going to always go through to this right here.
Yep, right to the same office with
Well,
all of us here.
All right. Okay. Well, then let me tell you what I saw, ma'am, so that you know. Okay. What I just saw on a video. I just saw the cop put an attack dog on.
Holy shit!
Ow.
What the hell?
Can I give you a little audio here so you can hear kind of what happened?
No, that's okay. I understand what you're talking about. It's been in the news. I understand.
Yeah. And the guy's name was Jeffrey Ryans, and Jeffrey Ryans was submitting. He was laying on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And then
So you're just wanting to make a complaint about how the officers handled it.
No. I wanted to tell that jackboot thug pig exactly what I thought of him. I want to tell him all that we all see all the same, that you all are murderous demons. That's what I wanted to tell him. But you're a dispatcher. I don't want to tell you that these pigs are disgusting. I wanted to tell the pig himself. I love telling pigs off. I can't stand them. You know what I mean? I don't know why does he have to sue? Why can't the pigs fire the bad pig who did that with the dog? Why does Ryan have to sue? Why can't they fire that pig when we watch the video? Just wondering.
Okay, well, I just really don't even know where to begin with that. If you want to make a complaint, I have to give you a phone number for Monday.
Well, what do you think, though? Okay, cool. What's the number for Monday so I can talk to another pig who's going to transfer me around and say that's above my pay grade? And then they're going to say we can't fire that pig because the union. So I'm just wondering, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you realize that we hate, we most of us hate cops. I just want you to know that.
Here's the number.
Okay. 801
799.
Is this the number of Internal Affairs? 799?
Yeah.
Okay.
3351.
And this is Internal Affairs. And you know, from the 4 commissions that I've read that I give out to thousands of people, the commissions all say that Internal Affairs is a joke and nothing's going to happen. That's the commissions: the Seabury, the Wickersham, the Knapp, and the Mullen. Have you read any of? Have you ever heard of those commissions before? The Mullen Commission. You ever heard of that?
Nope, I have not.
That's
but I'm going to let you go because you have the number you need now.
Okay.
So no more questions from
All
me.
righty. You have a good day now.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye now.
Salt Lake City Police Internal Affairs Unit is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hello, how are you? My name is Chili DeCastro. I've got a channel called DeleteLaws.com. DeleteLaws.com is my website. My channel is called Delete Laws, and I just showed the video of Jeffrey Ryans being attacked by that jackboot thug pig canine handler, and I just got to tell you, you know, I'm speaking for thousands when I say, man, you guys suck. And Internal Affairs, why does he need to sue? Why can't you fire that pig? Jeffrey Ryans was clearly surrendering, clearly, but yet that jackboot thug pig still suck his dog on him. It's not, and the worst part is it's not even his dog, it's our dog. We pay for it. So I just want to let you guys know, you guys are a joke. Internal Affairs is a fucking joke. You guys are a joke. You're not going to do a damn thing. You should fire that pig, but you're not going to. You're not going to. What you're going to do is you're going to make an excuse, an ordinance, a code. You're going to say, well, within our policy, he could do it because this and because of that. But really, the thing is you're the same dirty, filthy pigs as the pigs on the street. You guys just rotate. I work in Internal Affairs, and then my buddy works in Internal Affairs, and I work in Internal Affairs, and my buddy works in Internal Affairs. I just want to let you know, for me personally, I hate you pigs. A lot of people in my crowd just strongly dislike you. But for the most part, the overall sentiment is that you're an overall negative on society, and that Internal Affairs isn't going to do anything. Nothing. Nothing will happen. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We saw him sick his dog on the person. No matter what policy you pull up, We saw him with his hands in the air saying, okay, okay, okay. And then we saw him sick his dog on him. We watched it. But see, if that canine pig toes the thin blue line, he'll lie, cheat, steal, lie in his reports, cover up for other pigs, rape, murder, do all the things that you pigs do. Well, then you're going to protect him. Now, if that canine pig, if he offends another person in one of the other gangs within the pigging industry, well, then maybe he could get ran out, but not likely charged with any crimes. And that's the problem. Okay. That's the whole problem. You can watch this on Delete Laws on YouTube. I've recorded this entire thing. It's thousands and thousands of people are going to hear me telling you, you guys are fucking pigs, man. You guys are pigs. And when you die, I hope you go to hell. I would say, help us forgive those as we forgive those who trespass against us. Unfortunately, my human form doesn't allow me to forgive you. I deal with you. It doesn't allow me to forgive you. I literally hope that canine pig burns in hell. I would love to see it, actually. My human form will not allow me to be godlike because I'm not God. And see, for me personally, I've never done anything like that. I've never sicked a dog on someone who was laying on their belly and then said, good boy, attack, good boy. I mean, how disgusting is that? Guy was literally in his pants. Get him. It's just disgusting. You guys are disgusting. I just want to let you know, you guys are fucking pigs, man. You guys are fucking pigs. Really? Okay. All right. Burn in hell.
To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, 3. To re-record it, 4. Your message has been sent.
Oh,
If you would like
perfect.
to try and extend-
Perfect. Easy, buddy. Easy, Charlie. Take it easy, Charlie. Take it easy. You want to see Charlie show some teeth? Charlie, do you want to show him some teeth? Do you want to show him, Charlie? Do you want to show him? Charlie. Charlie. Okay. Let me show you guys something. Let me show you something that you probably didn't know. Check this out. Check this out. Can you guys read that, or do you need me to open it big? Okay, you can see it. Victims of severe dog attacks often suffer acute damage, which requires $300,000 to $1 million in specialized medical care. Reconstructive surgery, such as skin grafts, tissues, expansion, and scar diminishment, often requires multiple procedures over years. Medical studies show that pit bulls are inflicting the majority of these damaging attacks. I'm going to challenge that assertion, and I'm going to say that the canine pigs in the United States of America attack more people than pit bulls. So dogsbite.org, in case you guys didn't know, it's actually, that's the name of the website. What it actually is an entire website about pit bulls. The entire website is pretty much dedicated to saying that you should not own a pit bull, that their egos will not allow them to be a good dog, that 80% of pit bull owners get rid of their pit bull within 1 year of owning it because the pit bull turns on them and they can't control it. So that's what the entire dogsbite.org is about. And a good friend of mine named Michael in Los Angeles, he's got a few pit bulls, a couple of pit bulls. He has 2 pit bulls. And the other day he was out walking his pit bulls, and those pit bulls, as pit bulls do, they attacked another dog. And in the dog fight, my friend Michael put his hand in there to try to stop it, and his hand got bitten, and his hand is completely mauled. You should see it. It's a mess. Stitches all through his fingers. So you can love pit bulls all you want, but the problem is that they're read dogsbite.org, because I mean, I don't want to sit here and bash your dog if you have a pit bull, but if you read dogsbite.org, you're going to find out that pit bulls is not an animal you want to own. But the reason I showed this to you was for this right here, because when that jackboot thug pig, sick that dog on that man, victims of severe dog bites often suffer acute damage, which may require $300,000 to $1 million in specialized treatment. And so when we allow these jackboot thug pigs to use their dog to attack people, That's when things always go wrong. They always go wrong. So this is the DUI guy, and this is the guy that Hendry has lined up to hire this person. So what we'll do is we'll do the funds for him. I mean, he's got 357,000 subscribers and 1,000 videos. He's no joke. And then his shorts are just so absolutely awesome.
Mr. Foreman said,
what's so important about this case? As you heard from the prosecutor, a person was drinking, it's a fact. He got behind the wheel, it's a fact. He got stopped, it's a fact. And now he should be punished for it. Simple, right? Not quite. This case is not just about my client, Mr. Symington. This case concerns the entire community. He failed to signal as he was approaching his house. So the lights went on right as he was pulling in to his driveway. Lieutenant McLeod will admit to the fact that he ran his tags, he ran his license, he ran his registration. He was
boom. That's the guy. I mean, that's the guy, y'all. That's the guy. That is absolutely the guy. And so let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get him for. Let's get him for Craig. Let's get him. Let's do it. You got your 5A cop card. Right on, man. Ordered my 5A cop card. Can't wait to get it. I need it bad. Right on. So I'll just reiterate today's special. If you guys want the 5th Amendment cop card, which is a lot like a driver's license, a credit card, it's like that. You get 2 of them. You get the driver and the non-driver. This one's the driver card. The green screen messes it up a little bit, so you guys can't see that. My logo's on a green screen. And then if you get a trifold, the $20 trifold, then I give you the 5th Amendment cop card for free. Anyway, all right, listen, Basil, so good to see you, man. What's going on, brother? Basil. When Basil's not here, we notice it, don't we? He always adds a lot. Bruce, what's going on, my friend? Roger, everybody do me a favor. Type in that comment section for me, OTVO. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Do me a favor. Jay Abate, he subscribed to the activist channels. I appreciate that, man. Javro has a double XL hoodie, brand new in New York, $40. If you're in New York, there's no shipping. $40. So you guys can reach out to me and ask me where Javro is in New York. I think he's in New York City. And so $40. And they're $55 on my website plus shipping. If you could get a We Don't Stop sweatshirt for $40, that's just over my cost. So get that. Citizens Cooperative. Good to see you, my friend. Wyatt Elder. It's always good to see you, brother. Always good to see you. Mark is in here. Dixon is in here. Eagle Eye Liberty. What's going on, my friend? OTVO. Right there. Tracy's in the room. What is going on? Buckaroo. How are you? Chevy. What's going on, Chevy? How you doing? April. How are you, dear? What's going on with April? How are things? Rip. What is going on? Hopefully some of the people who are missing their trifolds are in the room, or they at least hear that I called out their names. John, how are you? Avery Flowers. Avery, man, did you see Iowa got upset? Did you see that? Iowa got beat by Michigan in a duel. Crazy. I haven't seen the tournament. I haven't seen the duel yet, but I'm going to watch it. Dre Day, what's going on? Pepperbox, North Carolina. What is going on? How are you? Kurt, what is going on? What's the matter, you? All right, I will get the flock out of here. If I didn't say your name, who am I missing? I'm missing Bruce. I'm missing David. V. Boyer was here earlier. I'm missing Chevy. Chevy. I got Chevy up here. He's all there. Mikey. I didn't see Mikey in here today. And I got to get the flock out of here. Listen, you guys, thanks for coming. I'll see you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, most likely. But if not, I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much for coming.